Hey guys, welcome to Lit Convos. I'm your host, Millie,
And I'm T.
and we are so happy to have you with us. We're going to be talking about friendship, and the topic today is let's be friends.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about being friends after 30. We should know what type of friends is that we want or that we need. More
Yes.
importantly, that we need, right?
As you get older, there's more to consider. You're learning about yourself, therefore, you're
Yes.
learning more so about what you want. And I want to take this to another level here and kind of be light with it for a little bit. I want to talk about celebrity friendships for a minute. When I think about celebrity friendships, I think about, for instance, Jay-Z and Kanye West. Like, what happened there?
And Jay-Z and Dame Dash.
I forgot about that. What happened with, business could get in the way of friendships.
Yes, it can.
Because they were friends with Rockefeller, and then when the business started taking off, I think for Jay-Z, Damon Dash was like his homeboy. But sometimes you can't take everyone with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At Jay-Z, he had Rockefeller. He had his clothing brand. Sean Carter.
S. Carter.
S. Carter. Yes. Yes. Back in the 90s. So it was like he wasn't really taken off at the same time as Jay-Z, but should Jay-Z have taken his friend with him?
Yeah. But you know what? And that's another point. Sometimes people grow apart or people outgrow each other.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Even though you don't expect that to happen, sometimes that can be like a natural occurrence.
Ah, that is very true. And I brought up Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Damon Dash because this is also millennial talk.
Yeah, it is.
So when we reference people, we're going to reference our generation because we are millennials.
Yeah.
And how that relates to us.
Yes.
Our generation. We talking about 82?
Yeah, 1980. Some people also include like a little bit before that, and they're called exennials.
Ooh, girl.
Right, kind of a mixture of generation
Exennials.
X.
Make me sound like an old TV. You know the little box TVs that used to sit in the living room on the floor?
Right.
Exennial. I'm an old TV.
Exennial. We're not old. We're just, what is it? Seasoned.
Ooh.
We're seasoned.
Well, you know what? I'm adobo.
I'm
adobo. You what?
Laurie.
We're going to always bring millennial conversation into our lit combos. Okay?
Oprah and Gail.
Oprah and Gail. I like their friendship. I love their friendship.
Yeah, they've been best friends ever since we were little. Ever since we were younger.
And you know what Oprah did? That's opposite of what Jay-Z did. She took Gail with her.
She did.
Because she did help Gail with her career, right?
She really did.
I look at Oprah and Gail's friendship as a staple friendship that I would want. Like if you were to, level up, I would want you to take me with you.
And you know I would.
I'll be like, hey Tiana, we made it, girl. We made it.
Oh yeah. That's what that is a friendship that has definitely stood the test of time. And I'm pretty sure that, most friendships, there can be certain challenges, but guess what? You've never heard about it, even if they've ever had a challenge. She's never bashed
That's
Oprah.
True.
She's never bashed Gail. And I'm pretty sure Gail may have known some things about Oprah that,
you know what
I'm saying? Things that you only tell your best friend about. Because there are some
That's
things
true.
that I tell you that I definitely don't tell other people.
Yes.
And Gail could have definitely made some money off of some of that stuff.
You are absolutely right. She could have sold Oprah out.
She could have. So that's how you know
that
she's a real friend. You know what I'm saying?
That's so true. Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie. Yeah. They had that show back in the nostalgic days. Bring it back our generation. Yeah. Remember that show was called The Simple Life? Yes, I used to love that show. That was
I used to love when they did that.
I know, right? I didn't know what they were saying, but I was like, this is funny. But they were like really best friends, and then they had a falling out, and now they're back friends.
Yeah.
So
also Brandy and Monica.
Were they friends? Or they just had that little boy is mine argument?
You know what? I don't know if they were really friends, but I do remember they had that public kind of like where they weren't getting along or whatever.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Yeah, but they touring now. Yeah. They coming to Atlanta.
Oh, I want to go.
I'm wanted to go too.
Why y'all didn't save us no ticket?
Yeah, that would have been a dope millennial concert.
Yeah. Whose boy was it?
Was it really a boy?
I don't know.
Mekhi Phifer, remember that video?
Yeah. I used to love that video.
I did too. Yeah. They made a Gen Z cover of it.
They did with Ariana Grande?
I think so.
Yeah.
Wow. I hate when they do that. Yeah, well, you know what?
It was okay, but I just flattered. I like the millennial one better. I like the millennial, the boys.
I know.
So yeah.
I do too. Yeah. Oh my god.
Just my opinion. Not saying that the one with Ariana Grande wasn't good.
Yeah. I don't know. Ariana Grande made me think of Mariah Carey for some reason. Yeah. Could you be friends with an artist like Mariah Carey, you think? Or or Beyonce?
I love Mariah Carey as a singer. I really don't know too much about her, personally. She seems like a cool person to be, to be friends with. Yeah. She seems like she's real. Yeah. She'll keep it real. She would. What you need with your friends. You need a friend to tell you the truth.
So how about Beyonce?
She seems cool too. But would she even have time for us?
I think that's why she's so close with her sister. Yeah. Because she has their sisters. So with sisters, if you have a good relationship, there's naturally friendship there. Yeah. And Kelly Rowland, they're like sisters. So how about Kim Kardashian?
I know a lot of people keep up with Kardashians.
Can we keep up though?
And I used to back in the day. I used to keep up with the Kardashians back in the day.
I did too.
Our lifestyles are just really different.
It's different. It is. And that's another thing. Lifestyles. Your lifestyles could change in a friendship.
It can.
So like for instance with Damon Dash and Jay-Z, their lifestyles changed. Jay-Z became more of a powerhouse while Damon Dash was still that homeboy that happened to manage Rockefeller Records. Gail and Oprah, Oprah's lifestyle changed, but the difference is she took Gail with her.
Yeah.
Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, she got married, had children. Paris was still single, out in the Hollywood scene. Lifestyles change. We are going to jump into the question portion and have a lit convo. What is friendship?
Oh, what is friendship?
Easier said than done.
Yeah, definitely.
You hear the word friend being thrown. Hey friend, how you doing, friend?
And
hey bestie.
Use that word so loosely,
right? Like I'm a friend.
Yeah.
When I heard people, and especially, and I love the South, but when I came down here, I kept hearing "Hey friend," and I was like, me? I'm your friend.
People.
I know, but that don't mean just because we friendly don't mean we gotta be friends.
But yeah,
friendly friends.
You have to know the difference between a friend and an associate.
I should be like, hey, associate.
Yes.
Not hey, friend.
Hey, associate.
Like associate. I'm going to say that. When somebody say, hey, friend, I'm like, hey, associate.
I think that around the age of 30 plus, you should definitely know what type of people, what type of friends that you want.
When you're 30 plus. That makes sense.
At least because when you're a teenager in your 20s, the people that you hang around are mostly for fun. You know what I'm saying?
So do you then compartmentalize your friends? Like say, this is the fun friend. This is the friend that I have my serious conversations with. This is the caretaker friend. Yeah. This is the work friend. Yeah. That's a lie.
There are
my heavy hurting
friend compartments. Yes, there are definitely friend compartments.
So am I in a compartment, Tiana?
You're in the best friend compartment.
I'm the bestie. Hey, I'm like, you too. We in the best friend department. Yes. Hey.
So, and like I said, you have to be careful about who you call your friend because anybody is not your friend. Sometimes, like I say, people grow apart, and that's okay.
That's true.
Also, there are also times where people can be jealous of you. And they switch up on you, or they just really don't like you.
And that's tough. Can you bounce back from that? Actually, there are a lot of friendships out there that have low-key jealousy.
Definitely. Yeah.
So it's important to spot that because of that friend's jealousy, they may not attend, specific milestones in your life. A baby shower, a wedding. I didn't have a baby, so I ain't going to her baby shower.
That's horrible.
I don't have a man, so I ain't going to her wedding.
Here's the big question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get comfortable for this one.
Right. So, do you think males and females can be best friends?
Males and females, I think it's depending on the intention of the male or the female.
Oh boy.
Okay, so if your intentions are to really be my friend and there is no attraction to me to you and you to me, then I think we can be friends.
Hmm.
But I think if there is an attraction between the 2
Mm-hmm.
and one and the other is actually in a relationship already, so I'm attracted to you, but I'm also in a relationship, no, they can't be friends.
Gotcha. So I've asked, you know what I find? I find
Mm-hmm.
that when you ask women
Uh-huh.
and when you ask men that question,
Mm-hmm.
there's a difference in the answer. Most women are like, yeah, you can be, and then
Uh-huh.
guys are like, no, you cannot. And guys always
Wow.
say that because the guy is
That's
always, it's
interesting.
like they're always waiting to see if they have an attraction to you. And 9 times out of 10, they say that the guy really does have an attraction to the woman some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, wow.
So
So they're not really your friend. I'm talking about from the man's perspective. Like, and that bothers me. That
yeah.
really upsets me because I gotta say this. When I got engaged, I lost a lot of male friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking you my friend because you really my friend.
Mm-hmm.
But you was my friend. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying? It's like,
You my friend, but you wanted to be my friend.
yeah, my friend with like 3 R's.
Friend.
Friend. You know what I'm saying? That bothers me.
Yeah, it bothers me too.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
You know? So it's things like that, like if I need help with something and you truly my friend and I know a male will be better than that department than you, like I can't call you Tiana and ask you to change my oil in my
I'm
car.
sorry, I can't do
You know what I'm
it.
saying? I know we women, we can do most of all,
Mm-hmm.
most of all things. But sometimes it does help to have a male friend to help you with those things.
When you're in a relationship, can you or should you keep that friendship going? I've had experience with that where I've had to not
Mm.
continue a friendship
Mm-hmm.
with the guy because I
Right.
know there was some type of attraction there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. That makes
So
sense.
yeah. It
That
ain't hurt
makes
my feelings
sense.
to do that,
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying. You have to do what's right when you're in a
it's
relationship.
true.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you wouldn't want your man doing that. Having a best
Exactly.
female friend, and you're like,
Yes.
you
And you
know
know
what
they
I'm
have an
saying?
attraction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can tell there's an attraction. Yeah.
Something came to mind now, and I'm guilty of doing this. I've been in situations where I was friends with a male, but for certain reasons.
Mhm.
Like I was friends with them because they had to connect into something, like they could
Mhm.
help get me certain things, and I knew they liked me. I think deep inside this man, he ain't gonna be your man. You know that.
Right.
Deep inside, you ain't attracted to him, nothing, but you need a cuddle buddy or you need someone around just to kind of be like that stand-in until you find the right man.
That's a situationship.
For real?
Yes.
Oh, that's what it was. I didn't know. I didn't know that's what I was in. I thought we was
They're
just.
the worst.
Oh boy!
I hate
Ah, me
situationships.
too. But now that I know what they are, me too.
Yeah, I would never do that again.
So, but I thought I thought it went both ways because what I was saying was like I was friends with the guy, but I knew he liked me, so I could get him to do certain things.
Mhm.
But I knew I didn't want to be with him. But I
So
knew
you guys never crossed that line though.
no.
Okay, so that's not a situationship. The
So what would you call
situationship.
that then?
I
Because
mean,
there's plenty of women that do it. Like they are friends with men that they know they're not attracted to, or they know they're not even sleeping with the man, but they
yeah.
friends with him because they don't want to be lonely. So that ain't fair though.
It's
I know
not.
what I did wasn't fair.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
But if it's both ways and y'all using each other and y'all both know y'all don't, that's a situation shit, right?
No, the situationship is when y'all cross the line. If you get what I'm saying, you cross the
Got you,
line
got you, got you,
intimately,
got you.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's never going to be anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's the situationship. relationship when somebody you have somebody and y'all do relationship things.
So you
But
give
you're
each
not in a
other the
relationship.
experience, but you're not labeling it.
You're not labeling it.
Wow.
That's horrible.
And people do that for years.
They do.
Do you think though that a situationship could lead into a relationship?
I mean,
or should it?
It could.
But is it healthy though? Because I feel like a lot of situationships build trauma bonds.
Yeah. For the majority of times, I don't think starting off as a situationship normally leads to being something serious.
Okay.
It can. Yeah,
so a situationship could turn into a relationship, depending on who the people are.
Depending on who people are.
Okay.
Things change.
Okay.
People change and feelings change. You know what I'm saying?
So when you're in a situationship, then are you truly friends, or are you situationship people? Like situationship people. Oh, that's my situationship person. Hey, what do you call them? Like, say you both go to a barbecue together and you're with your situationship person. And you say, "Hi, this is Frank."
Do situationship people go to barbecues together?
I've seen it. I did it, but we didn't cross the line. So what the hell were we? Do you take your situationship with you to an event?
I don't have a situation.
Or should you?
Okay, let's be honest. A lot of people have had situationships. If you had situationships, tell us below. Yes, please. Do you think that situationships can lead to a relationship?
I think it can.
I think it can too.
I think most relationships start off with some type of situation.
Yeah.
I don't know what the situation means.
It means that you have something going on. There's something going on between you guys, but you guys didn't label it. You guys date.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
You guys may go out.
Right.
Y'all talk. You have experiences like you're in a relationship.
Wow.
But you just don't label it.
We're just not labeled. We're having a situationship, friendship, relationship. So which one? So we have friendship, relationship, situationship.
Friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits. What is up with people?
Oh my God.
What's up with us? I've been in every one. Situationship, friendship. What was the other one?
Friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits, relationship. All of them. My gosh, that could drive you insane.
It could, yeah. Maybe
this is why people don't like labels. But can you imagine going to a grocery store and there was labels on nothing? We need labels. Can you imagine? Oh, I think that's jelly. No, that's ketchup.
People don't want labels though.
Then what are we doing? Situationship. What if nothing was labeled in the world?
Well,
what if we want labeled? I was just Millie. Is that a man or a woman?
Mass confusion, and that's why situationships can be confusing. Right?
Yes. Do you think they're easier to be in? And
no. Obviously, I have some type of.
I would think it would be easier to be in because you don't have to label it. You're just winging it.
It's okay if you're not the type of person that catch feelings. Oh. Some people can be in a situationship and not catch feelings.
So Roxy and I are in a situationship. We have no labels. See, she kissing me and everything. We're not lesbian lovers though, because I know you just saw that kiss.
Roxy, don't be jealous of our friendship, because I love you too, Roxy. Yes, and she loves me. You see that? This brings me to the next subtopic. Trauma bonds.
Trauma bonds.
Yes.
We were discussing situationships and how that can roll over into a trauma bond, or how it starts from a trauma bond.
Yeah, it can happen. Wow. There can be reasons why people are friends or connected in a situationship. It makes you think, if it's a trauma bond, is it a real friendship?
You know what? I'm going to go back to a situationship I had. I think that started with a trauma bond. And it can happen with female friendships too. I had a girlfriend many years ago. We bonded based off of a broken heart. Both of our men played us. So we had that trauma bond. We were in the we hating on men crew together.
That is definitely a trauma bond.
Right. Yeah, we can't stand these dudes out here, blah, blah, blah. So we partied together after that. We did everything together. once I started seeing her get into a
I
relationship,
knew that was next.
it was me.
I knew that was next.
I saw her getting into a relationship. I found myself not being able to be happy for her. And then that's when I realized that it was a trauma bond. I started feeling jealous that she was happy with a man. But this was my cheerleader. We were supposed to hate men together. Okay? But she's going off all happy into the sunset now.
She no longer hates men.
She no longer hates men.
Her man now.
Yeah. So I'm like,
and left you alone.
And left me alone. And so I started my healing journey after that. That's an example of be careful with how you meet someone. Even with a man, say you meet a man, he's heartbroken because he lost his mother, and you're heartbroken because you lost your father, and y'all bond over death.
Yeah.
So be careful, even though death does happen, be careful with what you're bonding over.
That is so true.
Because I know people who bonded over COVID. They're taking care of each other because they're both sick, or they call COVID. They have stories about we're in quarantine, right? We're quarantined up together. Once cities started opening back up and life started again, you notice a lot of divorces happening.
Oh yeah.
Because we were holding on to.
You were forced
to be friends. You were forced to talk.
Yeah.
And you were forced to discover the reason why are we together.
Yeah, you had to face that after the world opened back up, right?
Right. We got to be careful with what we're bonding over now. We meet at a book club. We're bonding over our love for books, right?
Yeah, that's something positive. Something else positive would be being friends before you're in a relationship.
Friendship too is built off of a positive bond. So if we meet at a speed dating event and we're having a good time, we're enjoying the environment, we're meeting in a positive way.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing else to talk about but ourselves. You know, we meet at a carnival and we're bonding over how much fun we're having. We meet at a concert, we meet at a jazz fest.
Yeah, and that lets you know that you already have something in common with that person.
Right, because we're at the same event together.
And I also hear something that people say a lot is your partner, and especially when you're married, should be your best friend.
You
what do you think about that?
I think it's great going back to depending on who the person is. Now, I've had situations where I was best friends with the opposite sex and it didn't work out because we were too good of friends.
Oh, okay.
So then I end up getting friend zoned. So if you think about it, there's lots of people that are in relationships, but they're really friends. They shouldn't be in a romantic relationship because it could hurt. You know, when you are starting to feel like this is more of a friend, when you're with someone and you know, I shouldn't have crossed that line.
Or maybe y'all just aren't a good match with each other.
Yeah.
You have to know if you're a good match for somebody or not.
That's true. If you're a good match just to be friends.
Yeah.
You could be a good friendship match, but not a good romantic relationship match. You know what I mean? And so I think there's a lot of people that get into relationships because we get along so well together. We might as well be in a relationship. And I feel like that's friend zone. You get what I'm saying?
So you have to know yourself and the other person and understand where you both should be when it comes to each other.
Like exactly, like my ex, I was with him for a very long time before the person I'm with right now. And deep inside, I knew that we should have been friends, that we should have stayed friends. I loved him so much. And when we broke up, we said that to each other because he felt the same way. He said, I just didn't want to hurt your feelings. And I said to him, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. So we wasted all this time when we could have just been friends. Yeah. And even the breakup was like a friendship. It wasn't even that bad. It was like we knew we should have just been friends.
A mutual separation.
Yeah. Okay. It still hurt, but you know, the romantic feelings weren't there. Because we weren't. That's the bond. We bonded over friendship, but were we supposed to be in a relationship? Then there's people that are best friends and they're supposed to be in a relationship. Like Blair Underwood and his new wife.
Mm-hmm.
You heard about that, right?
That's right.
So he was with his wife for what, 20 years? But the whole time he was with his wife, he was friends with his childhood friend and stayed friends throughout his whole marriage. He divorced his then wife and got with his best friend.
Okay.
But at least he didn't cheat or anything like that. Gotcha. But he realized, I'm in love with my best friend.
After the divorce.
And then that goes back to your question. Should you have friends while you're in a relationship, or should you be friends with the opposite sex?
When things like that happen, I mean, that has to make someone on the outside looking in question, was he in love with her all along, or were they in love with each other all along?
That's why I said it depends on the person. Now, I'm somebody that I can be friends with a male that I'm not attracted to, of course. But if I'm attracted to him, I can't be friends.
Yeah, you gotta be honest with yourself about
I can't do
things
it.
like that.
Yeah.
You gotta be honest with yourself. Can I be this person's friend or not? You know? And if, like you said, if there's an attraction, and especially if you have somebody else, then that I personally think that, you have to be honest with yourself,
right,
and say no, because at the end of the day, you don't want to hurt your friend's feelings.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you don't want to hurt your partner's feelings, obviously, either.
And you got to know when to break up with your friends too.
Yeah. Oh God.
I had a friend that I needed to break up with. We was 29 years old. I'm not gonna say her name, but we was friends, and we were friends when we were supposed to be friends. This was a seasonal friend, and that's when I learned about seasonal friends. Some friends you have for a lifetime, for a good time, and for a long time. So I always think of the tree scenario. So you have your branches, you have your leaves, and you have your roots. Who are your roots?
Oh, that's a good one.
Who is your branches? Branches break off, right? Eventually, leaves go away during the season, right? They fall off the tree.
So the roots are more like your real friendship.
Yes, they don't need to be seen. You understand? Because they underground, they the roots. They holding you up.
And your branches are kind of like your associates.
Yeah.
Right? And the leaves, those are the situations.
They fly away.
They fall off and fly away, girl.
Good one. I never knew what to name them.
Yeah, they're leaves.
So the roots are your real ride or die.
Yes, your real friends, your sisters, or that sisterhood, that brotherhood.
That's the roots.
Yes.
Wow. So that's why I had to break up with her. She was a leap in my life. I invited her to dinner. We went out, and I broke up with her.
Wait a minute. Wow, I've never heard anybody. Well, you could do it with men. You know what? You're right. And I've actually kind of did something like that before too. When I realized that, you know what? I love this person, but we can't be friends. Right. That doesn't always have to happen with the opposite sex. It can also happen with people of the same gender. You know what I'm saying? So, right. And like I said, I've been through that before. Yes. And that is really hard too. It's very hard. Especially if it's somebody that you grew up with. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a good one, because we think that because of history, we got to keep people around. Because we knew each other since we was playing in the pen. No, history does not make friendship. That's right. It's value that makes friendship. And some people, like you said, some people grow apart. And that's okay. It's okay to grow apart. Just like couples. Always a bad thing. Should your spouse be your best friend? This is my thing. A best friend is someone you tell everything to, right? You do everything with. I just get nervous that I will wear my spouse out if he's my everything. Do you understand? I understand that. I feel like there should be a village. There should be a village of support around the couple. I have my sister to talk to if I have my menstrual cycle. I'm going through menopause. I don't want to talk to my man about that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I got my best girlfriend. I'm going to call and be like, yo, I noticing some menopause, sisters. You feeling that, girl? I'm going to call my best friend. My man going to be like, yo, call your girl. Don't talk to me about that. Right? And I would want him to call his man if he having some erectile function. Lord, don't tell me about that. I don't want to know. Be like, yo, bro, you feeling the same thing? Do we even talk about things like that with each other? I don't know. Who the men? We're talking about men and emotions and sharing private parts of their life. Yeah. So Not saying that y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely believe that they are, but I do feel that women are definitely um would be more inclined to open up to their friends about certain things, even if it's. I mean, that's who we are. We're emotional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But then, like, so then that does that question apply then to only women about marrying your best friend? Because do men feel like they should marry their friend? Because if they can't be emotional,
Oh, that is such
that's an interesting
a
question.
real topic.
I feel like your I feel like your husband or your wife should be your friend. I'm not sure about best friends. I feel like we have multiple best friends. I feel like your husband could be your best friend, but you should also have a best friend outside of that you can talk to, like your girlfriend, or maybe, I don't know if your therapist could be your best friend, but someone else that you can talk to outside of the relationship about certain things you may feel uncomfortable talking with your spouse about.
I agree with that. However,
Yeah.
I mean, when we differ on some
Yeah,
things, you know what I'm
yes,
saying?
yeah, you know, girl, it's
Yes.
lit.
I feel like when I'm with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to be 100% myself with that person.
Right.
And whatever I'm going through, whatever I'm feeling, I want to be able to talk to that person. And same thing, I know men say, well, I don't ever want to cry in front of my woman. But
yeah,
and I get that. I get it. But
mm-hmm.
me, it would show me and remind me that men are human
Okay.
too. Men have emotions, and it's okay. They're supposed to have emotions. They're human. We need to feel those raw emotions together.
And that brings me to this thought that because you know who you are, you then attract real friends and real people. And I feel like in order to make real friends, you have to be self aware of what you need, and you know what you need. You need to be able to be yourself and be authentic in front of the male. So when you're looking for now a male partner, you're looking for someone that you know you need to be authentic in front
That's
of.
right. That
That's
goes
self
back to that.
awareness.
Yep.
It goes back to self awareness. You know what you want, you attract more authentic people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the friendship forms after that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you wonder why you keep attracting the same thing. Why you because you're putting out something. You're putting something, a specific type of energy out there, and that's what you're attracting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's if you're full of trauma, you're gonna attract trauma.
That's right.
If you are used to being authentic and real, you're gonna attract realness.
Trauma attracts drama.
Ah, trauma attracts drama. Wow.
I don't want no drama.
Me neither.
I don't want no trauma. I
Wow.
don't want no trauma or no drama.
And this has hit me because, we are a millennial generation, and this show is relevant to that generation. Do you think it was easier to make friends back in the day because of social media and lacking than it is today? Because I feel like the art of communication has diminished because we are behind a screen more than we were in the past.
I like that question. I think it's easier to make associates
today.
Today.
Wow.
Because before all this social media and technology, you had to really talk to people.
You're absolutely right, because the other day I was in the doctor's office in the waiting area, and everybody was on their phone. Everybody was like this. Even the older people. They were all on their phone. Back in the day, there was magazines. You were reading. And even if there wasn't any magazines, people were talking, having conversations.
Yep.
Even when I would go out to the club before the music started getting hot and everything, everybody would just be standing around, and you had nothing to do but talk. There was no phone. And if you wanted to take pictures, you had to take out that big bulky camera.
Right. Oh my God.
That big Kodak camera. I went to Olive Garden the other day, and the couples I saw on their phone.
Oh, that's horrible.
You're sitting across from each other, and you both are on your phone.
That's horrible.
Even friends that were together, they had to be like teenagers. They're both sitting next to each other on their phone.
And you know what?
What are you texting each other?
Right. Ew, that's crazy. Right. So I think we talked about this before in a previous episode where we spoke about people having to really speak to each other in person to really get to know each other.
Yep.
even when it comes to trying to date somebody or just going up to somebody that you're interested in. Right. If I don't talk to her now, I may not ever speak to her. Or, do I want her number? You know what I'm saying? If I want her number, now I have to kind of speak to her and kind of see how she is as a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As opposed to,
see how they
can
are
I
as
get
a
your
person.
Instagram?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Can I get your Instagram?
Oh my God.
How do we
so
talk on
millennial.
air?
I don't want you to ask me for my Instagram.
Oh my God. Do you remember? Okay. Okay.
Speak to me. Speak to me.
I know.
Not my DM.
Listen, do you remember carrying a pen around in your purse?
Oh my God.
So you can get a number?
Yeah. Oh my God. A pen and a piece of paper.
I remember men, we sitting at the bar, we having a conversation, and they saying, "Can I have your number?" And they having to ask the bartender for a pen.
And you write it.
And you write it on the head.
Me at my grown age.
Yeah.
Don't come and ask me for my Instagram. Please don't do that.
But even
me?
No, it's not, because even women do it. I see them, they be bonding. Like the other day, I love how you told the waiter where we were at that she had a nice smile.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? The waiter was serving us, she was all happy and everything, and Tiana was like, "You have a very nice smile."
She had a very pretty smile.
And that could develop into a friendship.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like the art of communication is lost. I've even seen women grew up conversations at Essence Festival, stuff like that. "Oh, let me get your IG." Mm-hmm. There was no, "Let me get your phone number. Mm-hmm. We can catch up," or "Let me, which city do you live in? So when I'm there, we can hang out." It was, "Let me get your IG, and then I'll just follow you."
And then you know what that leads to? There's really no real conversation, because
how do you have a friendship?
You just feel like you kind of know that person from their IG, and you really don't.
Oh yeah, that's a perception.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like, so I think back in the day, it was, and I'm talking about the millennial ages and before. Mm-hmm. It was much easier to make friends, to have a friend, to even have a friendship, because you remember having to knock on my friends' doors for them to come play outside.
Oh my God, yes.
Mm-hmm. Or you would call the home phone and the mother would pick up and be like, "So and so's here. They're coming outside now to play with you."
Mm-hmm. Then that also led to your parents to get a kind of a glimpse on to what type of person their child was speaking to. Because if you call somebody's house, you had to have some type of manners. And if you didn't, I remember somebody called for me one day and said, "Can I speak?" My mom was like, "Excuse me, you don't know how to say hello?"
That led you to have
you thought about that person. You thought about that person. Like, my mom says, my mom probably don't even really like her like that. And then it made you pay a little bit more attention to who that person was.
I didn't think about that. Mm-hmm. You did pay more attention to who they were. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow, you had that guard. But now today, what do kids have?
They have cell phones. So you just give that person your cell phone number. And
your Snapchat, right?
Your Snapchat, right?
A child said to me one time that they do not have phone numbers. Mm-hmm. They have Snapchats.
Wow. You just go and look at somebody's life.
Yeah. You go and look at, they talk through Snapchat, like DM, through Snapchat. There's no calling each other and not even having a conversation on cell phones.
Wow. Yeah. So is that even a real conversation? Or FaceTime. Yeah. Is that even a real conversation? Can you develop a real, genuine friendship?
Right.
Just by, because when you're talking, just like we're even, on this episode, we're really talking.
Right.
And talking, we can lead to other semi-points, and that leads to other little semi-points. Right. But when you're texting, it's like straight here, straight there. Right. This, that, little piece of this, little piece of that.
Exactly.
So it's no real conversation, and
people don't have conversations anymore. That's why we have lip combos, y'all, so we can have conversations, and we can teach you how to have conversations, or we can remind you how to have a conversation.
Yeah. So, and having real conversations,
right,
lead to having real friends.
That's true.
Associates.
Right.
Now, we don't want you to be leading and having no situations. So don't do that.
Who would you be friends with from back in the day? I'm talking about our nostalgic days, celebrity-wise.
Okay, let me see. I liked Maya back in the day.
Yeah. You know what? I can see that.
She seemed like so real and friendly.
Yeah, I love that. You know who I would have liked to have been friends with? Mo to the E to the Moesha.
I love Brandy.
Yes, I would have loved to have been her friend. Even Tia and Tamara.
You know what?
From Sister Sister.
Yeah. You know,
we would have been friends, girl.
Yeah.
How about today?
Me being an adult right now. Let me see. You know who I think is real? Because I like real people. I don't like people that seem like they kind of fake and all that. And you know who I think is a real person? Who Rihanna. She seems like such a real person. And you know what really made me see that she was a real person? You remember back in the day when somebody drew that picture of her?
Which one?
I think it still may be her Instagram.
Oh yes, yes. Yes, the stick figure, right?
She was trying to talk about her hair. And she made it her Instagram photo. And I was like, that seems like something that I would do.
Yeah. So for me, I would still be friends with the older Tia and Tamara. Well, Tia, which one played on the game?
I don't know.
Her.
Y'all, please let us know which one that is. Oh my God, I feel so bad. I think I should know who that is. Oh my God.
It's Tia.
It's Tia? Okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. Now I like her, and she does. Not saying that Tamara isn't authentic, but I like how Tia was able to speak about her divorce because you know I've been through the same thing before. We both have, and I like how she was real and raw about her feelings. I know a lot of people say, "Well, she shouldn't have did like that. She shouldn't have did this," but I'm like, hey, that's the realness of going through a divorce. Yeah. You have those feelings. You have those feelings of it. Should I have done this, or should I have done that, or could I have done this, and could I have done that? So, you know, without just going off topic, I like their realness, and like she would, you know, be somebody who would be a good friend, like a real person,
an authentic person. I love this convo. Yes, it was lit, girl. Yes. You know, we covered what is a real friendship, what a friendship entails, situationships, trauma leading to drama. We don't want no trauma, and we don't want no drama. Yeah, so kind of tell us about some of your experiences with some of those things. We would like to know, and I'm pretty sure other people would like to know too, since we want to have lit conversations. Let's have some lit conversations down in your comments. So tell us about your experiences with real friends, with people that you had to realize that were associates instead of friends. Yes. And some juiciness with those situationships. Yes. And last but not least, let us know, what do you think a real friendship is? Yes, please let us know. Thank you for joining us. Cheers. Thank you. Woohoo! And we will see you in the next one. Oh, one more thing. Yes. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Later. Thank you for joining us.